So, I wanted to talk because, you know, I heard, I shouldn't throw names out. I heard a person, I've heard many persons talk um, about what the devil's doing, about how he's setting up, and I've talked about it too, how he is carefully set up a 90-foot statue in Houston, an 8-foot statue in New Hampshire, and an attempted, but it was taken down in Ohio, and attempted and still trying, but can't get the legislation of the Supreme Court ruling in Oklahoma. And these are at the Capitol, except the one in Houston. It's not at the Capitol. I guess I need to research it and see if they succeeded in putting something at the Capitol. But they put it in Houston. It's a monkey with a tail. And they are worshiping it. It's a man. It's a Nephilim. It's a man monkey with a tail. And they are putting glory on it. Draping it with like flowers and stuff. Anyway, garland and things. But anyway. So that's what the devil's doing, but I don't hear anybody talking about what God's doing. So this morning, there was a 7.4 earthquake in Papua New Guinea. And so far, there's only been one reported death, but thousands are going to the hospital. There are houses, buildings, the area that China occupies in Papua New Guinea is to the ground. The roof is ankle height. Okay? So this shows what God thinks about all this. What his plans are, in my opinion. And then they showed pictures of the U.S. Embassy. Guess what? It's still standing. But it's impaled, just like Jericho, into the ground about 10 feet. Maybe a little further. A story and a quarter or a story and a half. It's up to the windows of the second floor. That's what's on the ground. The windows of the second floor is on the ground. So you want a forecast? There's your forecast. You want a foretelling? There's your foretelling. Some prophets need to get on here and start prophesying. This is our new America. This is what God has intended. And anyway, I believe that before Trump gets in, even, it's going to happen. I believe that between now and the day that Trump is handed over the government, maybe there won't be any government by the time he is handed it over. Maybe he has to start again. If you go by what the building is, there was no administration left. There was where you would go in and talk to them, get all of your paperwork done, find refuge. There was no government left, but there's a country left, because all those stories of above were left and stable, because it didn't fall to the left or the right. It just went down. So, the country shall stand. At the least, Biden and all the people that are pulling Biden's strings are going to leave. I think more than just that. I think it's going to be a new day. And I think that I can tell you something. I can't tell you the details, but one day I prayed an imperfect prayer. And because I prayed it, God adjusted it and didn't do what I meant. But He took the words and He answered the prayer. He took the words, changed their meaning from what I meant to more actual meaning of what He means for us to be doing. And He answered it. So I think the intentions of Trump will not be fulfilled, but the intentions of Yeshua HaMashiach will be fulfilled. That Trump may not intend the right way, but who's praying for a chip to be put in their head, or in the back of their head as a Neuralink? I don't think that's what we're praying for. If you are, please don't. Just pray for healing. God will heal you. Pray for being able for new communications. Pray for the 7 pillars. That's what the Lord has talked to me about. That He's given us the 7 pillars. And if He's given us the 7 pillars, of course, He said, I didn't hear a word pillar. I heard engine. And then, I said engine? No, system. So I heard a word that I didn't understand. And my brain said like 3 or 4 different things that it could be. Like 7 engines, 7 systems, 7 pillars, 7 mountains. What do they have in common? Because I couldn't understand the word that I heard. A 7-year guarantee and 7 mountains of influence, I guess. But specific. The ones that hold up the government or hold up the society in a righteous way. I can't wait to figure this out. I can't wait to see what... You know what? I don't have to figure it out. Just like right now, Trump doesn't have it figured out. He absolutely doesn't have it figured out. And I didn't have it figured out when I prayed a prayer out of my desperation and emotions, where I brought my whole soul to the table and I prayed a prayer. And God had to answer it. He changed all my prayer to a prayer that suited Him. And then I'm going, wait, that's not what I wanted. Well, it's what I got. And it's better than what I had. And obviously, it's best. It's not just better, it's best. I struggle to understand even what has happened. I mean, the prayer is answered, and I still can't wrap my mind around it. God bless y'all. And enjoy your Christmas present. Because your Christmas present is the fullness of God dwelling in you and with you. The peace of God that surpasses all understanding. Receive it.